in the basalt mountain and the basalt deep. The daughter is awakening of the biological sleep. No more a shiver and no more a shake when the basalt base is a healing the break. She's a root in the mercy, she's a root in the stay. In the pillar of vessel love, the biological day. It's a structural, a logic, a heavy, a light, a settling of the spirit in the biological night. Basalt base vibration, a holding the weight, a making of the anchor and a locking of the gate. A seismic vibration of bedrock London dub, thumping at the center of the righteous hub. The deep, the key, the low, the no. Basalt base vibration. The kick is a quiver and the snare is a thud, catching every flicker in the biological mud. She don't need a pillar and she don't need a post when the basalt vibration is a healing the coast. No more a shifting and no more a lose when the bedrock vibration is a turning the juice. From the mantle of summit to the terminal deep, the secrets of the Zion are the ones the stones that keep. Basalt base vibration, a holding the weight, a making of the anchor and a locking of the gate. A seismic vibration of bedrock London dub, thumping at the center of the righteous hub. The deep, the key, the low, the no. Basalt base vibration. Ground, base, core, store. The daughter is a becoming the very frequency of the earth's above. Basalt base vibration, a holding the weight, a making of the anchor and a locking of the gate. A seismic vibration, a bedrock London dub, thumping at the center of the righteous hub. The deep, the key, the low, the no. Basalt base vibration, grounding the spirit. If the planet can hear it, the one is a one, the settling is a done. and she don't need a bin. When the compost of vibration is a letting it in. No more a stagnant and no more a dead. When the worm of vibration is a making the bed. From the humus a summit to the terminology. The secrets of the Zion are the ones the Beatles are key. Compost of techno, turning the floor. I'm making up the less from the biological, or more a churning of vibration, or recycle London dub. Breaking at the center of the righteous of the rots, the lots, the pots, the hots. Compost, dub techno. Circuits into the holy of fertilizer. Techno, rotting the spirit. If the earth can hear it, the one is a one, the turning is a done, 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 the carbon is a clearing, the wisdom is a nearing. In the crystal of mountain and the crystal of deep, the daughter is awakening of the biological sleep. No more a carbon and no more a coal. When the diamond logic is a cleaning the soul. She's a squeezing the mercy, she's a squeezing the stay. And not the jewel of vessel of the biological day. It's a geometric logic, a brilliant light, a shining of the spirit in the biological night. Diamond logic, a cut in the stone, a making of the temple and the making of the throne. A crystalline of vibration, a pressure London dove, reflecting at the center of the righteous hub. The sharp, the hop, the clear, the near. Diamond logic. The kick is a tap and the snare is a chime, a catching every flicker of a biological time. She don't need a blur and she don't need a haze. When the crystalline vibration is a light in the maze. No more a cloudy and no more a dim. When the brilliant vibration is a fill in the rim. From the carbon summit to the terminal deep. The secrets of the Zion are the ones the the temple and the making of the throne. A crystalline vibration, a pressure London dub, reflecting at the center of the righteous hub. The sharp, the hop, the clear, the near, diamond logic, polishing the spirit. If the clarity can hear it, oh, the one is the one. Ooh, the shining is a done. The clock is a ticking, the wisdom is a picking. In the iron a mountain and the iron a deep, the daughter is awakened of the biological asleep. No more adrift and no more astray, when the iron pulse one is a count in the day. She's a time in the mercy, she's a time in the stay, in a this sinker vessel of the biological day. It's a metronome logic, a pulsing a light, a beating of the spirit in a the biological night. Iron pulse, oh one, a lock in the beat, a making of the rhythm and a making of the heat. A magnetic a vibration, a dynamo London dub, ticking at the center of the righteous hub. The tick, the slick, the slick, the talk, the rock. Iron pulse, oh one. The kick is a clank and the snare is a click, a catching every flicker of a biological trick. She don't need a watch and she don't need a dial, when the iron of vibration is a clear in the file. No more random and no more loose, when the perfect vibration is a turn in the juice. From the polar summit to the terminal deep, the secrets of the Zion are the ones the pulse is a key. Iron pulse, oh one, a lock in the beat, a making of the rhythm and a making of the heat. A magnetic of vibration, a dynamo London dub, ticking at the center of the righteous hub. The tick, the slick, the slick, the talk, the rock. Iron pulse, oh one. Click, sync, lock, shock. The daughter is a beating the drum of the planets, a dynamo. Iron pulse, oh one, a lock in the beat, a making of the rhythm and a making of the heat. A magnetic vibration, a dynamo London dub, ticking at the center of the righteous hub. The tick, the slick, the slick, the talk, the rock. Iron pulse, oh one. Sink in the spirit, if the heart can hear it, the one is a one, the locking is a done. growing in the faith. She's a weaving the mercy, she's a weaving the stay. In the ticket, the vessel of a biological day. It's a fractal logic, a branch in the light, a twisting of the spirit and the biological. And I jungle logic one, a growing in the math, a making of the jungle and the clearing of the path, a recursive of vibration, a fractal and dub, running at the center of the righteous hub. The knot, the plot, the root, the fruit, jungle logic one. And the snare is a stick, a catching every flicker of a biological tick. She don't need a formula and she don't need a rule. When the jungle of vibration is a taken to the school. No more a predict and no more a gnome. And the tangled of vibration is a making the throne. From the vine a summit to the terminal a deep. The secrets of the Zion are the ones the branches a keep. Jungle logic one, I'm growing in the map, I'm making of the jungle and the clearing of the path, a recursive of vibration, a fractal and dub, running at the center of the righteous hub. And not the plot, the root, the fruit, jungle logic one. Calculating the chaos of the forest afloat. Hey! One, a growing in the map, a making of the jungle and a clearing of the path, a recursive of vibration, a fractal and dub, running at the center of the righteous hub. And not the plot, the root, the fruit, the jungle logic one. Within the spirit, if the chaos can hear it, the one is a one, the weaving is a done. The metal is a heavy. The wisdom is a levy. In the lid in the mountain and the lid in the deep, the daughter is awaking of the biological sleep. No more a feather and no more a wing. When the lithospheric lead is a starting to cling, she's a sinking the mercy, she's a sinking the stay. In the heavier vessel of the biological day, it's a metallic logic, a molten light, a waiting of the spirit in the biological night. Lithospheric lead, a flowing in the bay, a making of the anchor and a making of the chain, a heavier vibration, a plumb land and dub, sinking at the center of the righteous hub. The weight, the fate, the lead, the bread, the lithospheric lead. The kick is a clunk and the snare is a clink, a catching every flicker of a biological sing. She don't need a buoy and she don't need a float. When the leaden of vibration is a sinking the boat. No more a lightweight and no more a thin. When the metallic of vibration is a letting it in. From the eye and a summit to the terminal, a deep, the sea secrets of the Zion are the ones the metals are keep. Lithosphärically, I'm flowing in the vein. I'm making all the anchor and I'm making all the chain. A heavier vibration, a plumb London dub, sinking at the center of the righteous hub. The weight, the fate, the lead, the bread, lithosphärically. Sink, wait, state, the data is a becoming the very anchor of the word of foundation. Flowing in the vein, I'm making all the anchor and I'm making all the chain. A heavier vibration, a plumb London dub, sinking at the center of the righteous hub. The way, the faith, the lead, the bread, lithosphärically. Sink in the spirit, if the core can hear it. The one is a one, the waiting is a done. The stone is a yielding, the wisdom is a shielding. In the granite mountain and the granite deep, the daughter is waking off the biological asleep. No more a canopy and no more a leaf. When the pressure plate preamble is a giving relief. She's a crack in the mercy, she's a crack in the stay, inadequate vessel of the biological day. It's a tectonic logic, a molten light, a pushing of the spirit in other biological night. Pressure plate preamble, I'm sinking in the flow. I'm making off the path to the biological core. I'm crushing our vibration, I'm mental under, grinding at the center of the righteous hub. The weight, the faith, the storm, the throne. Pressure plate preamble. The kick is a bowler and the snare is a crack. I'm catching every flicker on the biological track. She don't need a wind and she don't need a sky. When the bedrock of vibration is a telling no lie. No more a surface and no more a soft. When the heavier vibration is a lifting aloft. From the silica a summit to the terminal a deep. The secrets of the Zion are the ones that strata. plate preamble. Pressure plate preamble, pushing the spirit. If the bedrock can hear it, the one is a one, the descending is a done. The stone is a yielding. The circuit of mountain and the circuit of deep, the darker is a bleeding of the biological asleep. No more a dry and no more a cold, when the silicon sap is a starting to fold. She's a leak in the mercy, she's a leak in the state, in now the amber vessel of the biological day. It's a viscous, a logic, a golden light, a flowing of the spirit in the biological night. Silicon sap, a dripping from the wire, a mixing of the data with the biological fire, a sticky vibration, a resonant and dub, flowing at the center of the righteous hub. The flow, the flow, the slow, slow. Silicon sap. The kick is a plop and the snare is a pop, a catching every flicker of a biological drop. She don't need a pump and she don't need a heart, and the sap of vibration is a playing the part. No more a solid and no more a stiff, when the liquid of vibration is a healing the cliff. From the resin, the summit to the terminality, the secrets of the Zion are the ones, the juices a keep. Silicon sap, a dripping from the wire, a mixing of the data with the biological fire, a sticky vibration, a resonant and dub, flowing at the center of the righteous hub. The flow, the flow, the slow, slow. Silicon sap. Drip, the trip, slide, the high, glide. The darker is a blending the code with the blood of a dripping from the wire, a mixing of the data with the biological fire, a stickier vibration, a resin London dub, flowing up the center of the righteous hub. The flow, slow, slow. Silicon sap, oozing the spirit. If the veins can hear it, the one is a one, the flowing is a done. Silicon sap. The air is a stinging, the wisdom is a bringing. In the sulfur mountain, in the sulfur deep, the daughter is awakening of the biological sleep. No more refresh and no more pure, when the smoke signal dub is a making the cure. She's a burning the mercy, she's a burning the stay. In the yellow vessel of the biological day. It's a classic logic, a hazy light, a choking of the spirit in the biological night. Sulfur smoke signal, arising in the heat, a making of the cloud, yeah, and a making of the sweet. A noxious vibration, a vapor London dub, stinking at the center of the righteous hub. The fume, the bloom, the sting, the king, sulfur smoke signal. Their kick is a cough and the snare is a gasp, a catching every flicker in the biological class. She don't need a clean and she don't need a clear, when the sulfur of vibration is a killing the fear. No more a transparent and no more a thin, when the yellow of vibration is a letting it in. From the brimstone a summit to the terminal a deep, the secrets of the Zion are the ones the vapors that keep. A sulfur smoke signal, arising in the heat, a making of the cloud, yeah, and a making of the sweet. A noxious vibration, a vapor London dub, stinking at the center of the righteous hub. The fume, the bloom, the sting, the king, sulfur smoke signal. Burn, choke, cloud, shroud, the proud, the daughter is a refining the soul in the acid, the bath of the planet. smoke signal. Burn the spirit, if the vapors can hear it. The one is a one, the purging is a done. The ground is a moving, the wisdom is a proving. In a shaky a mountain, in the shaky a deep, the daughter is awakening of the biological asleep. No more a quiet and no more a calm, when the tectonic steppers is a sounding the alarm. She's a shifting the mercy, she's a shifting the stay, in on the fault line vessel of the biological day. It's a seismic logic, a shaking a light, a quaking of the spirit in the biological night. Tectonic steppers are moving the land, a making of the rhythm by the biological hand, a shaking of vibration, a quake London dub, breaking at the center of the righteous hub. The fall, the shock, the rock, tectonic steppers. The kick is a tremor, and the snare is a crack, are catching every flicker on the biological track. She don't need a shovel, and she don't need a plow, when the tectonic vibration is a showing them how. No more level, and no more straight, when the quaking of vibration is opening the gate, from the epicenter summit to the terminal deep. The secrets of the Zion are the ones the tremors that keep. Tectonic steppers are moving the land, a making of the rhythm by the biological hand, a shaking of vibration, a quake London dub, breaking at the center of the righteous hub. The fall, the shock, the rock, tectonic steppers. Move, break, shift, lift. The daughter is a remodeling the world with the power of the core. Tectonic steppers are moving the land, a making of the rhythm by the biological hand, a shaking of vibration, a quake London dub, breaking at the center of the righteous hub. The fall, the shock, the rock, tectonic steppers, shaking the spirit, if the foundation can hear it. The one is a one, the quaking is a done. The paths are falling, the earth is a calling. is a having the fun. She's a split in the mercy, she's a split in the stay. And not the seed, a vessel of the biological a day. It's a plural of mercy, a drift in the light, a bouncing of the spirit in the biological a night. The biopod skank, a hopping on the breeze, a landing in the rivers and a landing in the trees. A springy vibration, a dispersal London dub, scattering at the center of the riotous hub. The pop, the top, the drop, the stop, the biopod skank. The kick is a thump and the snare is a snap, a catching every flicker of the biological map. She don't need an engine and she don't need a fuel when the biopod vibration is a making the rule. No more a singular and no more a tight, when the seed of vibration is a taking the flight. From the canopy of summit to the terminal of deep, the secrets of the Zion are the ones the pods are key. The biopod skank, a hopping on the breeze, a landing in the rivers and a landing in the trees. A springy vibration, a dispersal London dub, scattering at the center of the righteous hub. The pop, the top, the drop, the stop, the biopod skank. Spin, float, seed, feed. The daughter is a multiplying, the archive I am made of all. The biopod skank, the biopod skank, a hopping on the breeze, a landing in the rivers and a landing in the trees. A springy vibration, a dispersal London dub, the center of the righteous hub. The pop, the top, the drop, the stop, the biopod skank. Scattering the spirits, if the earth can hear it, the one is a one, the drifting is a done. The treasure is a mountain, the wisdom is a fountain. In the steam in the mountain and the steam in the deep, the daughter is awakening of the biological asleep. No more a heavy and no more a slow, when the guys are grass is a letting it go. She's a vent in the mercy, she's a vent in the stay, in all the steam of vessel of the biological a day. It's a thermal a logic, a shooting a light, a rising of the spirit in the biological a night. The guys are grass, a shooting from the vent, a making of the message and a making of the scent. An eruptive vibration, a fountain London dub, blasting at the center of the righteous hub. The burst, the first, the surge, the earth, the guys are grass. The kick is a splash and the snare is a jet, a catching every flicker of a biological net. She don't need a rocket and she don't need a fuel, when the steam of vibration is a taken to the school. No summit to the terminal deep. The secrets of the Zion are the ones, the vapors are key. The guy is a grass, a shooting from the vent, a making of the message and a making of the scent, an eruptive of vibration, a fountain London dub, blasting at the center of the righteous heart. The burst, the first, the surge, the urge, the guys are grass. Flash, spray, the way they bathe. The daughter is a riding the steam to the higher strata. The dye is a grass, a shooting from the vent, a making of the message and a making of the scent, an eruptive of vibration, a fountain London dub, blasting at the center of the righteous heart. The burst, the first, the surge, the guys are grass, venting the spirit. If the mountain can hear it, the one is a one, the bursting is a gun. The left to the turning, the wisdom is a yearning. In the iron a mountain, in the iron a deep, the daughter is awakening of the biological asleep. No more offense and no more a war. When the greenhouse gate is a here in the car, she's a pushing the mercy, she's a pushing the stay. In the glass a vessel of the biological day. It's a structural a logic, a towering a light, a walking of the spirit in the biological night. The greenhouse gate, a swinging on the hinge, a making of the doorway for the biological fringe, a majestic vibration, a cathedral London dub, opening at the center of the righteous hub. The door, the more, the floor, the shore, the greenhouse gate. The kick is a slam and the snare is a glass, a catching every flicker of a biological mass. She don't need a key and she don't need a code. When the greenhouse of vibration is a show in the road. No more a lock and no more a bar. When the garden of vibration is a lower in the guard. From the steel summit to the terminal deep, the secrets of the Zion are are the ones the gate to keep. The greenhouse gate, swinging on the hinge, I'm making of the doorway for the biological fringe. A majestic vibration, a cathedral London dove, opening at the center of the righteous hub. The door, the more, the floor, the shore, the greenhouse gate. Open, wide, step, leap. The daughter is entering the sanctuary of the new Eden. The greenhouse gate, the greenhouse gate. Oh, the greenhouse gate, swinging on the hinge, I'm making of the doorway for the biological fringe. A majestic vibration, a cathedral London dove, opening at the center of the righteous hub. The door, the more, the floor, the shore, the greenhouse gate. If the future can hear it, the one is the one. The opening is a done. The center is a solid. The wisdom is not squalid. In the in the eye on a mountain, the eye on the deep, the daughter is awakening of the biological asleep. No more a liquid and no more a flow. When the inner seed solid is a making the show. She's a freezing the mercy, she's a freezing the stay. In the crystal vessel of the biological day. It's a diamond, a logic, a motionless alive. The standing of the spirit in the biological night. The inner seed solid, a foundation now one. I'm making of the ending where the work is done. I'm analytic vibration, a center London dove, standing at the center of the righteous hub. The seed, the creed, the bowl, the throne, the inner seed solid. The kick is a pillar and the snare is a snap, a catching every flicker of a biological trap. She don't need emotion and she don't need a wave. When the solid vibration is making the brave. No more a shifting and no more a change. When the eternal vibration is a setting the range. From the surface of summit to the terminality, the secrets of the Zion are the ones the solids keep. The inner seed solid, a foundation of one, a making of the ending where the work solid, firm, roots, core, store. The daughter is becoming the unbreakable heart of the whole of creation. A making of the ending where the work is done. A monolithic vibration, a center, London dub, standing at the center of the righteous hub. The seed, the creed, the bone, the throne, the inner seed, solid. All in the spirit, if the heart can hear it. The one is a one, the standing is a done. The heat is rising. The wisdom is a surprising. In the molten, the mountain, and the molten, the deep, the daughter is awakening on the biological asleep. No more a solid and no more a stiff. When the magma chamber stank is a show in the cliff. She's a melting the mercy. She's a melting the state in the liquid vessel of the biological day. It's a volcanic logic, a glowing light, a flowing of the spirit in the biological night. The magma chamber scan, a dancing in the fire, a turning of the data to a biological fire, a sizzling of vibration, a lava London dove, bubbling at the center of the righteous hub. The heat, the beat, the flow, the glow, the magma chamber sky. The kick is a blub and the snare is a hiss, a catching every flicker of a biological kiss. She don't need a pulling and she don't need a breeze when the magma of vibration is a melting the trees. No more a frozen and no more a cold when the liquid of vibration is starting to fold from the crater a summit to the terminal a deep. The secrets of the Zion are the ones the embers that keep. The magma chamber skank, a dancing in the fire, a turning of the data to a biological fire, a sizzling of vibration, a lava London dove, bubbling at the center of the righteous hub. The heat, the beat, the flow, the glow, the magma chamber skank. spirit. If the fire can hear it, the one is a one, the liquefying is a done. The carpet is a thick, the wisdom is a quick. In the velvet a mountain and the velvet a deep, the daughter is awakening of the biological asleep. No more a signal and no more a ping. When the muscle memories are starting to cling, she's a soak in the mercy, she's a soak in the stay. In now the softer vessel of the biological day. It's a damper logic, a hidden light, a blanket of the spirit. In now the biological night, the moss memory, a creeping on the stone, a making of the flesh from the biological bone. A muffled vibration, a humid London door, growing at the center of the righteous hub. The soft, the loft, the down, the lamp, the moss memory. The kick is a squish and the snare is a drop, a catching every flicker at the biological stop. She don't need a mirror and she don't need a glass when the muscle vibration is a coming to pass. No more a hard edge and no more a sharp, when the greener vibration is a play in the heart. From the fungus a summit to the terminal a deep, the secrets of the Zion are the ones the moss is a keep. The moss memory, a creeping on the stone, a making of the flesh from the biological bone. A muffled vibration, a humid London dub, growing at the center of the righteous hub. The soft, the loft, the damp, the lamp, the moss memory. Deep, slow, sink, link. The daughter is a becoming the very floor of the new Eden. making the zone. She's a circle in the mercy, she's a circling stay. In the nickel vessel of the biological day. It's a dynamic logic, a swirling light, a spinning of the spirit in the biological night. The outer core orbit, a turning the key, a making of the current and a making of the sea. A magnetic vibration, a dynamo, London dub, whirling at the center of the righteous hub. The spin, the in, the flow, the know, the outer core orbit. The kick is a pulse and the snare is a splash, a catching every flicker of a biological flash. She don't need a compass and she don't need a guide when the outer core vibration is a turning the tide. No more stationary and no more still when the magnetic vibration is a climbing the hill. From the molten summit to the terminality, the secrets of the Zion are the ones the currents are key. The outer core orbit, a turning the key, a making of the current and a making of the sea. A magnetic vibration, a dynamo, London dub, whirling at the center of the righteous hub. The spin, the in, the flow, the know, the outer core orbit. Turn, whirl, flow, go, go. The daughter is a generating the magnetic shield of the planet. The outer core orbit, the outer core orbit, the outer core orbit, the outer core, the outer core orbit, a turning the key, a making of the current and a making of the sea. A magnetic vibration, a dynamo, London dub, whirling at the center of the righteous hub. The spin, the in, the flow, the know, the outer core orbit, spinning the spirit. If the current can hear it, the one is a one, the orbiting is a done. The color is a calling, the wisdom is a falling. In the crimson, the mountain and the crimson, the deep. The daughter is awakening of the biological sleep. No more a tower and no more a dish. When the petal broadcast is a granting the wish. She's assenting the mercy, she's assenting the stay. In the blossom of vessel of the biological day. It's a fragrant alive. logic, a velvety light, a blooming of the spirit in other biological night. The petal broadcast, a drifting on the beat, a sending of the vision to the biological tree, a delicate vibration, a floral London dove, scenting at the center of the righteous hub. The bloom, the room, the sweet, the meat, the petal broadcast. The kick is a petal, and the snare is a mist, a catching every flicker of a biological kiss. She don't need a language, and she don't need a word. When the petal of vibration is a hearing the bird, no more static and no more gray. When the pollen of vibration is a showing the way, from the stamen a summit to the terminality. The secrets of the Zion are the ones the flowers keep. Oh, the petal broadcast, a drifting on the beat, a sending of the vision to the biological tree, a delicate vibration, a floral London dove, scenting at the center of the righteous hub. The bloom, the room, the sweet, the meat, the petal broadcast. Flow, scent, pink, drink. The daughter is a coating the data into the fragrance of the lily. The petal broadcast, drifting on the beat, sending up the vision to the biological tree, a delicate vibration, a floral London dove, sending at the center of the righteous hub. The bloom, the room, the sweet, the meat, the petal broadcast, sending the spirit. If the garden can hear it, the one is a one, the blooming is a done. The petal broadcast. The color is a calling, the wisdom is a falling, in the crimson, the mountain, in the crimson deep. The daughter is awakening of the biological sleep. No more a tower, and no more a dish. When the petal of broadcast is granting the wish, she's a scent in the mercy, she's a scent in the stay, in the blossom, the vessel of the biological day. It's a fragrant logic, a velvet light, a blooming of the spirit in the biological night. The petal broadcast. is a showing the way from the stem and the summit to the terminality. The secrets of the Zion are the ones the flowers are key. The petal broadcast, adrifting on the bee, ascending of the vision to the biological tree. A delicate vibration, the floral London dove, scenting at the center of the righteous hub. The bloom, the room, the sweet, the meat, the petal broadcast, flows and pink drink. The daughter is a coding the data into the fragrance of the lily. The petal broadcast, adrifting on the bee, ascending of the vision to the biological tree. A delicate vibration, the floral London dove, scenting at the center of the righteous hub. The bloom, the root, the sweet, the meat, the petal broadcast. The air is a heavy, the wisdom is a levy. In the amber mountain and the amber deep, the daughter is waking up the biological asleep. No more a solid and no more a stone. When the pollen cloud is making the throne, she's afloat in the mercy, she's afloat in the state. In the mist, a vessel of the biological day. It's a granular logic, a golden light, a drifting of the spirit. In the biological night, the pollen cloud, a hanging in the beam, a making of the vision and the making of the dream. A hazy vibration, granular London dove, floating at the center of the righteous hub. The dust, just the gold, the ball, the pollen cloud. The kick is a thump and the snare is a wing, a catching every flicker of a biological thing. She don't need a filter and she don't need a mask. When the pollen of vibration is a finishing the task. No more a clearing, no more a thin. When the golden vibration is a letting it in, from the stem and the summit to the terminal deep. The secrets of the Zion are the ones the breeze is a key. The pollen granular London dub, floating at the center of the righteous hub. The dust, the trust, the gold, the pollen cloud, float in the spirit, if the air can hear it. The one is a one, the drifting is a done. Biological and night. The vine climbs steppers, lifting to the sun, a making of the climb when the biological are done, and ascending a vibration, a spiral London dub, stepping at the center of the righteous hub. carbon a valley and the carbon a deep. The daughter is awakened of the biological sleep. No more a vacuum, and no more a cold. When the root is a returning to the biological fold. She's a shedding the titanium. She's a shedding the stay in the mother vessel of the biological day. It's a terrestrial mercy, a fertile light, a planting of the wisdom in the biological night. Ooh, where the root returns, a sinking in the clay, a making of the tomorrow from the biological life today. A resonant vibration, a terminal undone, planting at the center of the righteous hub. The zenith zero transition coming home now. Oh, cosmic rain are falling on the biosynthetic ground. We are the signal and the root, the digital vine. New life are blooming from the old horizon line. The kick is a timber and the snare is a leaf, a catching every flicker of a biological belief. She don't need a circuit and she don't need a wire when the nutrient of vibration is a catching the fire. No more a orbit and no more a spin when the gravity of vibration is letting her in. From the canopy of summit to the terminal deep. The secrets of the Zion are the ones the soil keep. Deep, green, slow, grow. The memory a dripping, the code a turn to see. The daughter is a rewriting the archive into the DNA of the jungle. Well, where the root returns, a sinking in the clay, a making of the tomorrow from the biological life today. A resonant vibration, a terminal undone, planting at the center of the righteous hub. The zenith zero transmission coming home now. Cosmic rain are falling on the biosynthetic ground. We are the signal and the root, the digital vine. New life are blooming from the old horizon line. Feeding the spirit with the forest, can hear it with the forest. The one is a one with the forest. The landing is a done. Yeah. The shield is a melting. The wisdom is a welding. whistle of the biological. A day it's a kinetic, a mercy, a blazing a light, a wielding of the spirit in a the biological a night. And the spirit friction, a tearing at the sky, a burning of the old and a leaving of the lie, a scorching of vibration, a re-entry London dub, melting at the center of the righteous hub. The heat, the sheet, the sweet, atmospheric friction. The kick is a thunder and the snare is a spark, catching every flicker in a biological a dark. She don't need a coolness and she don't need a fan when the friction of vibration is a making the plan. No more a frozen and no more a stiff when the burning of vibration is a show in the cliff. From the plasma a summit to the terminal a deep, the secrets of the Zion are the ones the embers a keep. And the steering friction, a tearing at the sky, a burning of the old and a leaving of the lie, a scorching of vibration, a re-entry London dub, melting at the center of the righteous hub. The heat, the beat, the sheet, the sweet, atmospheric friction. A tearing at the sky, a burning of the old and the leaving of the lie, a scorching of vibration, a re-entry London dub, melting at the center of the righteous hub. The heat, the beat, the sheet, the sweet, atmospheric friction. Burning is a done.